Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at how people found out a loved one was evil. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. My ex-husband, after 12 years of being genuinely good friends and parenting our 3 kids together, filed a motion claiming neglect, abuse, and to have my children removed from my home immediately. Needless to say, everything I thought I knew about him after 20, we got together when I was 19, years was wrong. It's crazy what finally getting a girlfriend will do to some folks. Oh, and he got laughed out of the courthouse. Why did he want to do that though? Like, does he gain anything from that? I'm just confused because I don't understand what he gets from that. My mum's got control issues. I didn't really realize something was off until I got to college and started seeing a therapist. So I determined with the help of therapy to set and enforce reasonable boundaries. It didn't go well. One time, my sister and I came to my parents' house from college to visit. We were going to leave Saturday evening, but she wanted my adult sister to stay until Sunday evening to clean her room, which was clean. But my parents predicted they'd be moving sometime that year, so that's the justification for forcing us to stay. Mum wanted her to pack everything right there and then. I told her we were going to leave anyway and that we were both adults and could do that. She blew up on me. I didn't buckle, so she left, and then came back trying to physically harm me. I'm much stronger and faster, and she couldn't even land a punch. I was able to remain stationary and deflect every attempt to the side. When she realized she couldn't hurt me, she called the police. Oh my gosh, that is so pathetic. Please come quick, my son is attacking my daughter and I'm so afraid, I don't know what he'll do, etc. Well, knowing my mum was how she was, I had expected trouble from the initial blow up. She didn't know that I'd had my camera rolling in my pocket the whole time. The story she fed the police was obviously a lie from the audio. I told her as much while she was still on the line with the dispatch. The look of shock on her face was priceless. She began screaming to dispatch then about how something must be wrong with me because I was so calm. So yeah, I always knew I couldn't really trust my mum, but I never expected her to deliberately lie in a way that could have messed up a significant portion of my life or put me in jail. She got angry over that? I mean, what? It's just pack your own things. I guess some people just love to be controlling, and when they don't get what they want, they just blow up like this. How are you gonna call the cops on your own son and try to like get him in trouble for something he didn't do, you know? Like, you're trying to frame him? Why? That's just so weird to think about how a parent would do this. There was this one girl I'd known for a long time, but wasn't massively close to, who we all thought was being terribly controlled by her boyfriend. She would tell us that he decided when she was allowed to drink, when she was allowed to go out, what she was allowed to do, etc. And that he hid things around the house, and that he started to impose bedtimes for her and shout at her over what seemed like extremely minor things. We all thought he was awful and encouraged her to leave. Then she moved in with me, and I realized she was extremely emotionally unstable and a heavy drinker. Within months, I found myself wanting to do, or in some cases actually doing, all the things she said her controlling boyfriend had done. I remember one time, after trying to remain patient with her for a while, she said one thing that was relatively minor, and it was the last straw. I just snapped and screamed at her. I then got phone calls from all our mutual friends to talk about my behavior and anger management, presumably as a result of the story being told back to them in a somewhat biased way. So in a way, her secret changed my opinion of him. Oh, so I guess she was just like twisting the story a bit or like over exaggerating it. And then once she moved in with him, he realized that she was the one that was causing some trouble, you know. Oh wow. I had this teacher in high school. He was funny, intelligent, and down to earth. He liked to tell us stories about growing up on a farm out in the sticks. I was a pretty good student, and he encouraged me, above and beyond the call of duty. He wrote me some recommendations that got me some great opportunities. I wanted to call him up earlier this year to ask him for some advice on becoming a teacher. First thing I see when I Google his name is a headline. They got him for indecent stuff online with minors. I was floored. I still get chills thinking it might have been me. When you think someone is just like a great person and then you find out about this, oh, that is scary, honestly. Oh. I had a work friend back in the day. His wife was really mean to him. She always would tell me his kids hate him, even though they would run to the door excited when their daddy was home. And when she was really mad at him, she would flip out and say that he banged his sister and got it on with a pig. he would just ignore her and not say anything back. Now I just ignored it because she would always try and make him look bad when she was mad at him. Well, one night we were drinking and he was pretty wasted. His wife got mad and did it again, but this time the heated exchange went like this. Wife, you banged your sister and you porked a pig once. Long pause. You know what? Screw you. That crap happened like 3 years ago. You need to just drop it and move on. I don't deserve to have it rubbed in my face all the time. So it actually happened? I thought she was just saying it because she was mad. Then I realized why she held such resentment towards him, and I noped the heck out of there and never talked to them again. I feel so bad for the kids. It was really a dysfunctional situation for them. Luckily, I heard they aren't together anymore. Yeah, I guess it's just better off to just be separate and to raise the kids separately, because if you're always going to be angry around your kids, that's just going to paint like bad images in your kid's mind. My formerly favorite aunt was jealous of my relationship with her son, my younger cousin. He has always been like my little brother, and I was his go-to person for everything. Oh, so I guess because the son liked the cousin way more, and then she's just mad about it. While arguing with him, she accused us of having a romantic physical relationship. Because why else would we be close? Because you're family. I hope it was just shock value, but I was disgusted that she would stoop so low to hurt him and me in turn. I told my mother about it and she doesn't believe her sister would say something like that. We must have misunderstood her. I don't see how you can misunderstand what that witch said, but whatever. Why was the aunt angry? Like, what? I'm old, so I've had this happen a few times. I was out to dinner with a few of our guy friends who are all in their 40s. They proceed to go on long rants about how women in their 30s and 40s have too much baggage and that everyone should be trying to get girlfriends in their 20s. These are guys often with a divorce or even two behind them, with kids with multiple issues, etc. They've lived life, but they don't want the same from women. A good friend for nearly 15 years tells me he is cheating. Absolutely loves his wife to bits, but she's boring now that she only has time for her full-time job, being a mum to the 3 kids, and honestly doing a lot to keep his life running. He was totally shocked when I said it was inexcusable and he needed to stop immediately. He thought it was just fun and harmless, even knowing his wife would be utterly devastated. He thinks it's just fun and harmless. He thinks cheating is fun and harmless. Your wife is working her butt off and you think cheating is harmless? Oh my gosh. A good friend of mine is a graphic designer and I've always been very supportive of his projects and commissions. I always express excitement and give him props for the designs he creates. I'm an artist, but I just like to paint and make music and do all sorts of little projects of my own. I've never done it for money. I've always just done it because there's something inside me that feels a passion and need to express and create. I've rarely sold anything, and a lot of things like my animations aren't really things I can sell. I just enjoy the process of creating. Anyways, so I finished a painting last week and someone was showing a lot of interest in buying it. I asked my friend what I should ask for it. Instead of being supportive, he started degrading and belittling me. He laughed at the fact that someone wanted to buy it and went on and on about how it's a rip-off to ask $200 for a painting that will just hang on a wall. He just sounds so salty and jealous, honestly. Why would he even say that? He's trying to make his friend feel bad about what they enjoy doing. I would never pay over $100 for that, he said. At least with me, I can ask for those prices because they are for businesses and businesses make money and they need design work. Instead of letting him hurt my feelings, I just felt bad for him. I would feel bad for him too, honestly. It was obvious that his words were coming from a place of unhappiness and insecurity. Yeah. Wow, this person is like so mature. I love it. The need for him to compare himself to me and make himself feel bigger than me was obvious that it was coming from inside him and did not reflect on me. So true! Because he's the designer, you know, and this guy just does it as a hobby because they like doing it, because they enjoy it. And then his friend who's a designer says these things. That was honestly such a mature response. There are a lot of people like this though, like they don't want to see you succeed, or they just don't want you to climb ahead of them kind of thing, you know. So they would always try to put you down and keep you in your little space, in your little box, so you don't go over them because they're scared. They're scared that you might become better than them. There was a woman whom I considered my friend for many, many years. She had cancer, survived it, but it was still there and created many problems. And then one fine day, through a series of coincidences, It turned out that her cancer had never existed. She had completely made it up, a big fat whooping lie. I would feel ashamed because I fell for it for so long, except that a lot of people fell for it too, including professionals, doctors, nurses, priests. Needless to say, it ended that friendship, and it made me think a lot about how easily fooled we all are. She lied about it. That's crazy. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.